What's going on, YouTube? Um, Hope you guys are having a awesome Sunday. But I wanted to talk about a topic that a lot of us hate in the gaming community. And I thought I would reach out to the people, the fans, and everybody who love gaming and do a video that everybody can relate to. It's a video called I Hate Microtransactions. And I really hate microtransactions. We all know by now that every single game is populated with microtransactions. If those of you who don't know who microtransactions are, they're um, um, well, first off, they're not good for gaming. But I can see how they're good from a business perspective, but from a gaming perspective, no. Microtransactions are a type of um, a type of currency or typical money they put in game where if you want to get the stuff, you want to get the good stuff for playing a game like GTA, Rainbow, Call of Duty, shit, what is it? Rockstar just implemented microtransactions in their game. So if you want to play GTA 6 or Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, Rainbow, like I said, Overwatch, not Overwatch. Sorry, those are cosmetics. God damn it. Star Wars Battlefront 2, or any of these new games coming out, you got to pay real money for it. You got to buy their so-called currency that's involved with the game. In other words, their style of money that you have to pay real money for. It's in the game. A sort of interesting concept, but I could see where it would come from a business perspective, but not from a consumer or gamer's perspective.
Fuck.
Get
your ass over here and help me out!
Seriously, like, there's no use in getting any more multiplayer games nowadays because,
thanks.
You can just shoot your way to the top, by paying more money than everybody else, There's no skill in the games anymore because people can buy overpowered DLC, overpriced additions for games.
Shit, that was close. Fix you up.
Pay real money for microtransactions and get better shit than another person. You can run over everybody,
Hey, watch my ass. All done. Let's go.
What else?
Give me a sec.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to think of this topic.
Door's down. All done. Let's go. All done. Let's go.
Oh yeah. You do endless amounts of grinding for no reason at all, and you get nothing unless you're willing to pay that. Pull out your wallet and pay that price amount of money. It's ridiculous. It's all. There's no reason to buy $60 online games anymore. I mean, from a gamer and consumer perspective, I don't know why you would want to support these microtransactions. Is a pure greedy ass scheme. It's a scheme to make more money. It's pure greed, pure evil. I do not know what to say about microtransactions except they need to go away, but they won't because you see.
Good to go.
Some people are just idiots. They don't know what microtransactions are. They don't know what they're getting ripped off, and they're paying for this shit. Mainly kids who are highly influenced by getting the best weapon or thing in a game. You know, like asking their parents if they can use their credit card, getting their parents to put their credit card on the
They ain't got many left. Keep it up.
And then they just, you know, pay for tons of microtransactions and run their credit card bill up the wall, you know. I'm talking about stupid shit, paying for stupid shit with microtransactions, you know, like camos, weapon kits, what is it? Attachments, better weapons, armor if it's Destiny, you know, shit like that. Stupid shit, man. Doesn't even need to be made. Or bullshit. I shot you 5 times. Goddamn hackers. Yeah. Stupid shit.
Good to go.
Pay real money for stupid shit.
Set. Watch
like
your
that.
ass.
I don't know why you would pay money for pay real money for microtransactions in a video game, but you know, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Pay real money for in-game currency in a video game. Why? Why can't you just earn it? I'll tell you why. Because a lot of kids and a lot of people in this generation are one word.
Try some smoke, asshole!
Lazy. Lazy. Don't know how to work. All that shit. Don't know how to work. Don't know how to unlock what they earn. It's easy, man. It's easy just to pay shit for it, you know? And that's why games are ruined. Multiplayer games are no longer skillful. They're no longer skillful. They're no longer worth the money. Because the players are just going to get an advantage over you by paying more money. There's no point. Last of Us is the last good game actually out there. I would say. I mean, from a perspective, you know. From a perspective, guys, you know, every other game is ruined. I mean, EA bought out Respawn Entertainment. That's screwed, because EA is a greedy-ass company who will do anything to make money, do anything. They're one of the greediest companies probably ever in the gaming industry. Rockstar Games is, GTA is ruined. Red Dead Redemption 2 is ruined because of Rockstar's microtransaction. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is ruined. That is nothing like the original. I'm sorry. Fucking go ahead and dislike and tell me I suck or tell me I'm blah blah blah. But I played the original. I can tell you for a matter of fact, Battlefront 2 EA sucks ass. And anybody who tells me otherwise is an idiot. If you fall for this marketing shit, if you fall for this marketing shit that is Star Wars Battlefront 2, it's not Star Wars Battlefront 2. Bullshit microtransactions, money making, goddamn motherfucking weapon, getting an advantage over other players, multiplayer speed. It's not Battlefront 2.
Fucker ain't getting up.
I don't care if you freaking go ahead and dislike my videos. I really could give a shit. I really couldn't give a shit. Sorry. I couldn't. I'm telling it to your face, and I don't give a shit. Battlefront 2 EA is going to suck ass. It's going to not be worth your money. EA is one of the worst companies in existence, and they will continue to be. It looks nothing. Okay, maybe it looks like Battlefront 2, but it plays nothing like Battlefront 2. It's a freaking goddamn copy of another game. It's nothing like Battlefront 2. The only thing about that game is better graphics and bullshit if I'm going to pay $60 for better graphics game. When I could get it on PC for cheaper. I would not do it for $1 million. I would not do it for $1 billion. And I would not do it for $100. I got the original, and I'm happy with the original. The original is the best game I've ever played. Whoever's not played the original, please go play the original and see how it's better compared to this shit. Trust me, when you get Battlefront 2, you're gonna be very upset. You're gonna be pissed off. EA is not gonna give you what you want. They're just trying to get you. They're trying to get their game out there to the public so that they can lie to your face so that they can make money. It's not going to be what you expect. I love that shit. Not anywhere close to being like Battlefront 2. My controller's dying. I'm going to have to go back to the menu. You know, people are so stupid sometimes, man. Like I've said in the past, the reason why I left out game is because controller's dying. Like I said in the past, Battlefront 2 is nothing like the original Battlefront. It's amazing how you people fall for their same shit every year. You know? The same shit. You got ripped off the first time with Battlefront. It was the worst Star Wars game in existence. The worst Star Wars game. I don't care if you come defend it. I don't care if you tell me blah, 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 blah. You're an EA and DICE corporate fanboy. And a sellout to this company. You will defend it no matter what they do to it. That is sad. When you defend something so much with your life when you could be doing other shit. Why would you defend a company who had a broken ass game that was the most terrible game in existence in the Star Wars series? Why? It was the worst Star Wars game in existence. And how is Battlefront 2 going to be any better? Please, tell me how it's going to be any better. It won't. EA told you they took pay to win out of the game. Bull fucking shit. They did not. That was a lie to your face. So that you'll buy it. They'll tell you anything. A company will tell you anything. Especially the idiots out there and the kids who will believe anything. They will tell you anything for you to buy their product because they know you're stupid. I am not afraid to speak my mind. I am not afraid to bash EA and DICE, and I'm not afraid to tell people the truth about how things work. Because I don't give a shit. Okay? I'm not making money off of YouTube, so why should I give a shit? Battlefront 2 will suck. So far, the only thing they've shown is a better graphics trailer. You realize that, right? They haven't showed any gameplay changes. They haven't showed any campaign changes. They haven't showed any goddamn game changes. No changes. Just a better graphics trailer. Are you guys really that stupid to fall for that shit? I played the first one. I know what EA is going to do to you. They're trying to get you back in the door with the Star Wars nostalgia type thing. They're trying to bring back Battlefront 2 from the original. They're trying to remake it to be like, here, we're going to give you back the Battlefront 2 original. We're going to give you back the Star Wars Battlefront 2. We're going to try to give you back Star Wars Battlefront 2 so you'll have nostalgia back in Star Wars. Bullshit. Bullshit. I played the original Battlefront 2. I seen the gameplay footage of Battlefront 2, EA. It sucks. The hit detection looks terrible. The whole idea of the game looks terrible. They completely messed up the maps from Battlefront 2. Please don't come at me with the graphics argument. And even if I wanted Battlefront 2, which I might get it, I'm gonna be building a PC soon, a gaming computer, so I can get it cheaper on Steam. Why would I want to pay $60 for that shit when I could get it cheaper? When I clearly know goddamn well that it's not going to be worth $60. You Star Wars idiots. Okay, not Star Wars idiots. You EA DICE idiot fanboys who will believe a company who has not changed anything since Battlefront, has not changed anything in Madden, who has not done anything to their games, you will continue to support them and believe them. They were voted the worst company 3 years in a row. Why? I stopped supporting EA after Battlefront. That was the worst goddamn game in existence. For Battlefront, for Star Wars. And you continue to support microtransactions. And you continue to support microtransactions. And it just goes to show you will fall for anything companies tell you. And you will buy it. It's about time you wake up and use your brain. We are being coached, we are being pushed into believing anything we hear or see now. Gaming is a big part of that. Some people don't have the intellect or intelligence or use their brain half the time to figure out these things. EA is not going to give you the full $60 for your money. It's not going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2 money scheme. It's going to be a money scheme with microtransactions and pay to win loot boxes. It's just a way for EA to make more money off of you while you're playing the game, and they want you to buy all the shit, so that you'll shut up and they can make their money. Because they know as soon as you buy it that you'll start complaining because they didn't put stuff in there and like you wanted to. But newsflash, genius, EA and DICE don't give a shit. They don't. They're going to make a game just so that they can make money. They're going to throw a game out there for everybody to buy, and they're going to eat it up like it's hot cakes. For real. If EA really took their time, do you think that they would have not released it yet? No, they would not have released it. They would have made a good product for everybody to buy. Do you think if they cared, do you think they would release a graphics trailer? No, they would come purely out in a video or something, and they would do a live stream, and they'd show you what they fixed or changed. Do you think they really want to care about changing anything? No, because they know idiotic fanboys, idiotic freaking dumbass kids, and people who don't have a brain will buy the shit. Think about it. What happened with Star Wars Battlefront when it first came out? Lack of content, shitty game, very few modes, no campaign, and look how they're going to get everybody back into Star Wars. They're going to add a campaign, and that's going to get everybody hooked. The campaign is going to suck. What more can I say, man? And Destiny 2 sucks too. I've played the game. It's boring. It's lackluster. And before you come at me with a whole, oh, they're gonna release DLC for the game, so you've got to buy it to get the rest of the content. Bullshit. I will not buy DLC content for the game. I want the full game I paid for. Really. The full game I paid for. I don't care about no goddamn DLC. Destiny 2 sucks. I can break down the reasons why it sucks. Hit detection. Terrible hit detection. Shooting is all over the place. Bosses eat bullets like they did in the original. Pay to win. Number 3. Number 4. Shitty overall game design. Number 6. A copy of Warframe. 7. Terrible overall acting. Number 8. Terrible overall character design and how they interact with each other and character interaction and all that. Number 10. Number 10, your character doesn't talk in Destiny 2. What? He talked in the first one, and now he doesn't talk in the second one? What kind of bullshit is that, Activision? What kind of bullshit is that, Bungie? I'll tell you what it is. These companies, these publishers, these developers, they don't give two shits about you. I can't express this enough. They don't care. But you continue to support them like they're like they're gods, okay? Like they're royalty, like they're I don't know, man. And you continue to support broken games, patches, updates. This is why we're in the situation we're in. That's why we have updates every single time. That's why we have online-only games. That's why we have broken games at launch. Server issues, peer-to-peer. Games not running at their full 60 like they're supposed to. They're running at 30 because these developers, these people, these companies like Sony and Microsoft who make consoles, their consoles can harness the full power of what a game can do, but they control how much power it can possess. And as long as they keep doing this, you're not going to get the full function. You're not going to get the full experience with the console. You'll be like, oh, go get the PS4 Pro. Go get the Xbox One X. Oh, fuck that motherfucker. That was a lie. That was a pure lie to begin with. Do you know that the PS4 Pro does not run at true 4K? Do you know that the PS4 Pro has frame drops? Do you know that the PS4 Pro has the majority of its games still running at 30 FPS, while only half its game runs at 60? Do you know that the Xbox One X will not run all of its games at 60 FPS at 4K? Do you know that true 4K was a lie on Xbox One X too? And do you also know that Xbox One X has hardly any games anybody wants? Pure corporate lie. It's amazing how idiots don't know what microtransactions are, but like, it's being implemented every day into games. How do you not know this by now? Cosmetic only shit doesn't exist anymore. They say that they say that because they know your brains are the size of peas. You don't use your brain. You don't use your intelligence. You don't use your intellect. So companies know that you're not very smart and they can rip you off. That they can play you like a fiddle. They can play you like a fool. You think just because you pay one, you think just because you pay money for microtransactions means that it's not a it's not a bad thing. Yes, it is. It tells developers that they can keep doing this shit and you like it, and they keep making tons of money off of it. People will go and buy this because they think it's not harmless. It's just harmless to the gaming community and to people who don't want this shit. They will go buy it. Or they will go buy it blindly knowing that they blindly not knowing the whole facts about it. People who just don't know, people that are idiots. I hate microtransactions. They're a problem with gaming. They're a problem with gaming. They're what's wrong with the gaming industry. They screw people over. They take your money. If you think about it like this, the video games have become like gambling. You pay $60 for a full game, another 60 on top of that for season pass, another top of that for the 60 for DLC is $180. Then you have to pay $60 for a uh online subscription to Sony or Microsoft. Then on top of that, you have to pay for more money for microtransactions with in-game to get everything you want, all the good stuff in the game that you know should have got when you played the game. So you're basically feeding companies money like a slot machine. It's like you're in Vegas and you keep feeding money into this machine and it keeps giving you good stuff that you want back. It's a ripoff, man. We basically playing the Vegas slot machines casino and um basically playing the gambling Vegas slot machine um card in gaming now. That's what these companies are playing. They're playing you. They're teaching kids to gamble. They're teaching people to it's okay to waste your money on stupid shit, and it's okay to, you know, um, it's okay to support greedy developers and say, oh, and be like, and then defend it, and then you be like, treat them like they're the. I don't know what to say, man. The modern gaming aspect of everything has become like gambling. You have to pay money for everything, and it's not worth it. It's just not worth it, On the side specs of things, just not worth paying for these games because it's no use. Eventually the young 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 11-year-old kids who have not who their brains haven't grown quite yet, and can't tell the difference between what this is and what this is, and they haven't grown to know what they're buying or what they're seeing because their frontal lobe hasn't grown. They they'll be highly influenced. So they'll go buy microtransactions, and that's why this is happening. These young kids are ruining the game for other people because they don't know what they're buying, they don't know what they're paying for, they don't know what they see, and they don't know what they're doing. So that's the problem. This this generation of modern gaming is kind of put toward kids and people who don't know what they're doing in this instance. Basically, idiots who don't do research and don't pay attention. That's what microtransactions are for. I mean, that's why microtransactions exist, because these young kids that their brains haven't developed yet will buy anything or believe anything or defend anything because they don't know what they're doing, okay? And they will buy microtransactions, or they will get their parents to buy microtransactions for them because they don't know what they're buying. They think it's cool, and they think it's awesome, and they think all that shit, But it's not cool, because it affects us in the long term. Us people who know what's going on, how it's bad for the kids, how it's bad for people to support this money-making microtransaction scheme. How these kids will go spend money on or their parents' money on stupid shit like camos in weapon kits, attachments, suppressors, guns. Okay, guns is different, but overpowered guns. I'm not talking about guns that are better. Overpowered guns. Um, Armor in Destiny 2. Another overpowered weapon. Abilities. All this shit. Paying money for real uh paying real money for shit in a video game. This is what microtransactions is. It's in other word it's in other words the term for gambling in the gaming industry. Microtransactions means gambling. They use microtransactions because people don't know what that really means, but if you take a step back and you look at how it's set up, it's gambling. Basically, it's gambling like in the Las Vegas slot machine. They used to say microtransactions to cover up the shit because nobody knows what microtransactions really are. It's just another term for a code word to cover up the shit. Kids don't know what gambling is. They don't know how it affects them. They don't know all this shit. It's bad for you. And I've seen some stuff about, people who have had a gambling addiction, and all their money goes away, you know? It's basically a way to take all your money, all your hard-earned money that you earn from working or a paycheck or blah 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 blah, you know, or the kid takes all his money. The kid um takes all his parents' credit card or his parents' money and pays for stupid shit in the game, and basically um wastes their whole bank account that they earn from working or a job or particular her their depends on who's working, but they take that and they basically waste every last bit of money that was in the bank account, and it's all gone. Basically it means that they just wasted $1,000 something of uh their parents' money on stupid shit in a game. Okay, I mean that's just what microtransactions are. It's gambling, and it's not good. It's not good because it didn't teach people that they can that didn't it teaches people that they don't have to go and earn the shit, and they don't have to go and work for it, or they can just buy it directly there. So now when they go out and do something in the real world, they think that they can buy their shit. They can buy their job or buy their way up to the top. That is not true, man. I mean, really. What made you believe that? I mean, microtransactions make me sick. I think they're bad for the um bad for gaming. I think they're bad for the community. I think they're bad for um the demographic of people. I think they're bad in a lot of reasons. But I think they're mainly bad because it teaches young kids to gamble, okay? And it's not good. Because once you learn gambling from a young age, that's not good. It means that you will think that you will think that you're entitled to everything that you buy, that you now can pay for whatever you want, and you don't got to go earn it, or you don't got to work. So now these kids who, don't have money or don't know how to save money or don't know all this shit, because they're young, will think that anytime they want something, they can go and ask their parents for all this money and they'll give it to them. No, no, that's not true. If you they will go ask them if they, for like a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X, considering they don't really know the whole aspect of how the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X are complete lies for corporate slaves. But yeah, they will. Um, they will think that they can get a 400. They will think they can get $400 out of their parents' pockets because now they think that it's okay to take money. It's okay to take all this money and go spend it whenever they want. You know, um, never from their parents' credit card or their bank account. They think it's okay to go ask for everything now because gambling taught them how to, uh, you know, that it's okay to go in, um, ask people for money all the time, or ask their parents for money, and they don't got to go out and earn it. It's interesting how this whole thing works, but it's not good. It's not good for this generation. It's not good for the society of particular. But it's definitely not good for the young demographic. I will say that in general. I mean, it's not good. It's a bad thing. And a lot of people will probably hate me for this, but I don't like where it's going. I think it's bad, and I think it's going to teach people that it's okay to demand money out of people, or, it's okay to take their money they earned and, completely waste it and spend it on everything. You know, it's okay to spend on stupid shit, and, and when anyway, I'm not going to go into that, but it teaches kids how to, completely just gamble away all their money, all their benefits, everything that they earned in a job, everything that they earned in life, it teaches them to just completely ignore all that and just go see if they can win $1 million in a Vegas slot machine. Basically, that's how it teaches them. And YouTube, you gotta understand that being a gamer, me being a gamer for a lot of years has taught me a lot of things. And I can tell you that back when I was alive, around the Sega Genesis and Dreamcast, and PS2 and PS3, Xbox 360, microtransactions never existed. They were never a point of sense. I could also tell you when you paid for a game, or like when you went to movie gallery, you went to Blockbuster, which is around, because a lot of you people don't know what that is now. But when you went to those places, um, you would get the full game that you paid for. You didn't have to pay for DLC. You didn't have to pay for season passes. You didn't have to pay for microtransactions. And when you would go to GameStop, you would go to these different places. When you pay for a game on the PS2 or PS3 or Xbox 360 or Xbox, you would get what you paid for. You didn't have to pay for, you have to pay extra money to get the rest of the content on the disc. I can also tell you that when you went home to play a game, that you didn't have to update the shit every 5 minutes. That you could just put it in your system and it would play. And if it was, and if there were some problems or whatever, they would do everything possible to make a good game, because back then they didn't have technology. I can also tell you that we used to play games around that era where the graphics looked completely shitty and were terrible. But the games were fun, and they had a wide variety of games, unlike today, which is very few categories. We had one of the greatest World War II shooters ever made, which was Medal of Honor. I'm just saying, they had a wide variety of games on PS2 compared to today. That was also when technology was evolving, to different standards. Like you got PS2, then PS3, PS2, Xbox 360, PS3, now PS4, now the slightly better PS4 Pro and Xbox One X compared to PC. I've already broken down why PC is better. I'm not going to do that again. But yeah, it's basically that in a nutshell. I can also tell you that a lot of consoles, compared to today's standards, like PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, Xbox One, and Xbox One S, they're all related to a PC, because a lot of people are going to PC. They're going to Steam. A lot of you don't know what that is, so I'm not going to go into that detail, because it might confuse the crap out of you. But it's just like a PC. your smartphone is just like a PC. If you think about it, your smartphone is a computer. If you think about it, like your iPhone, your Samsung, your Google Pixel, whatever it is, it's just like it's basically like a PC. It's like a computer inside your phone. Um, that's why whenever you get a game, you no longer can play it without it updating. Same goes for computers. Computers got to update. They got to do a bunch of different things. They got to change. You've got to do constant updates on a computer. That's what the PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, Xbox One, and Xbox One S are. They're more powerful consoles with inferior hardware compared to a PC. That's what this is. It's like that's why we have to wait for updates. Um, I would really technically not call the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X a console. I would call it a PC because it's technically a PC. It's a more a slightly better computer than the PS4 Pro and Xbox One. Sorry, the PS4 and the Xbox One with inferior hardware compared to a PC. But I'm just saying it's um I'm just saying that like that's why it takes forever for things to load because it's inferior hardware and it's not as fast. And everything's basically a computer now if you think about it. A PS4, an Xbox One, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X. A phone is a computer, basically a smartphone like an Apple or whatever it is. Um, a laptop, is really a computer technically speaking. That would definitely be a laptop, but a lot of people don't think of PS4 and Xbox One as a computer, but it really is because you got to think about the whole idea behind it. It's got a GPU, it's got a CPU, it's got RAM, it's got storage space, it's got all these hardware specs that go into a computer that make it what it is. But I can tell you that around PS2 and Xbox 360, PS3, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, you would put a disc in your system and you could play it. You didn't have to wait for an update. You would get what you pay for, basically. And that's how things... I mean, around that time, growing up, the people that was around the 1997 and 2000s era, like me, we knew what it was we knew what it was like to grow up with inferior graphics, We knew what it was like to... Okay, I would say that it was slightly better on PS2. It got slightly better on PS2, but it really did not change that much till PS3. PS3 was a big advancement in technology, but PS2 was slightly better, I'd say. But it still didn't fit the whole HD quality era that came with the PS3. But we grew up in a time when graphics were just now evolving and getting better. So we knew what it was like to grow up with not superior looking graphics like a computer, you know. So when I tell you that graphics, but I prefer sometimes I prefer graphics over gameplay. I mean gameplay over graphics. I'm not telling you that because I want you to hate me. I'm telling you that because that's when games were really, really good. That's when companies actually took time on their games and they worked on them and made them good. we played a bunch of games on the PS2, Xbox 360 era that looked like crap, but they were still good. They were fun, and the gameplay was awesome. But I can tell you one thing: we never stopped playing the game because it didn't look good. We liked it for the fact that it was good gameplay and good overall level design, you know. Um, but I can tell you also that I hate season passes. I hate DLC. I hate having to pay for an online subscription. And I hate inferior graphics on consoles because I hate inferior graphics on consoles. And I feel bad for the majority of the demographic of the consumer and fan base who doesn't understand that you don't get the full power that you get of a PC on console or on these inferior computers. It's basically you run. I mean, you know, and that's why I'm going to be building my own PC soon. But I mean, like I said before, the PS4 Pro, the PS4, the Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One S, all have the power to produce superior hardware with 60 FPS at 1080p, all games running at really good qualities. But Sony doesn't want to do that because they know they'll lose money. And Microsoft. These consoles can possess the full power of what a PC can do, but they won't do it. Because Sony doesn't want everybody on an equal playing field because then they won't buy their products. I hate to break it to you, but a majority of consoles cannot run true 4K, cannot run 4K at all, and cannot run 60 FPS and does not run majority of 60 frames per second games on console. And the majority of games look and play better with 60 FPS. And they're 30 on console. I mean, we need to stop supporting. These people need to stop supporting companies and defending them when they clearly have broken games and they have patches and they have things that need to be fixed, and they will defend it. Updates. We don't need. I would say that in pure. I would say that in, you know, I'm not trying to be biased or anything. Uh, I'm not trying to be biased or anything like I said, but this is a person who's done research on PC, and I can tell you that, you know, I'm not gonna go there, but consoles need they don't need better graphics, they need better games. And this is basically coming from a person who's about to become a PC gamer, because I've gotten tired of all this shit, guys. I've gotten tired of the inferior performance of a console. I've gotten tired of having to pay $60 for an online fee for really nothing, you know? Sony really gives you nothing really worth paying for PS Plus for. And just hardly any games. And like I said, inferior hardware, having to pay for a subscription fee, you don't gotta pay for online at all on PC. It's free. basically what I'm saying is I want to get the best possible experience, the best possible performance, and the best possible benefits as a consumer and gamer out of my gaming as possible. I want the best performance possible. I want the best stuff for my money. And I want superior quality, which I want, so I'm probably going to go to PC, because PC will give me that. I want the best possible experience I could get. I'm tired of all these companies lying. I am tired of getting bullshit stuff that I don't get, that, that, um, I don't get what I pay for my money. I'm tired of getting inferior performance and graphics quality and resolution, and I am tired of broken shit and updates that take forever, and I'm tired of microtransactions, and I'm tired of Sony and Microsoft lying. I am just tired of supporting the whole console industry. I want to go to PC, experience something new, get the best performance and quality and benefits as possible as a consumer, and find something new for a change, because you get a lot of benefits on PC you don't get on console. You get mods, you get emulators, you get cheaper games, you don't have to pay for online, and you get upgraded hardware. I don't know, guys. I mean, I might, come back to console. I don't know, but right now, my mind is made up to go to PC, because I'm tired of the whole shitty console community, man. The whole shitty gaming industry, the whole shitty gaming industry community, and how they treat their gamers on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and how they don't give them the best benefits possible for their money. It makes me sick, and I don't want to be a part of this shit anymore. So I want to go to PC, because at least PC gives people quality. You get a quality machine for your money for PC, because it's your own damn computer. You built it yourself. You can make it however you want, and it's yours. You don't gotta listen to what a company tells you over your PC. You made it yourself. It's your own shit. Unlike a console, which you pay for from a certain company, like Sony and Microsoft, that own it, they get to say what goes in it. You get to say what you do with your computer. That's basically what you do. That's why I want to go to PC. Because Sony said no to mod support, Sony said no to crossplay, and I hate Sony. I hate Microsoft. I hate all these developers lying. And I hate the whole idea behind the console industry. They don't give people what they want for their money, and there's no point in wanting to support this. I'm really getting tired of it. And I want to go to PC. I want to stop supporting this shit. I want to leave. I want out. And I don't know what to say. I might still do. I mean, I'll probably still do YouTube on PC. Plus, I want to go to PC because I can, get better streaming quality, and I don't need an Elgato to stream old games like with backwards compatibility on PC, and and I can I get better video editing software for my channel. It's so many benefits. What's the point anymore of really wanting to stay on console? Because you don't get what you pay for. You get inferior hardware. You get you have to pay for a subscription for online for nothing. And you get tons of fucking games filled with microtransactions. That gamble away your money. What is the point? And I have to wait forever for updates to update. I have to wait forever for a game to download on console. So I've gotten sick of having to go out and buy a $60 game, and when I want to come home and play it, I gotta wait a motherfucking hour for it to download. I'm tired of this shit, YouTube. You know? When I I go to work. I work at an internship, And when I go to work, I do what I'm supposed to do. Come home. I want to play a goddamn game, especially something new that I bought before. I put it in the system. I gotta wait an hour for it to update, and I get pissed off because I want to play. Because of inferior goddamn hardware. And broken games and patches out the ass. What is the point? So many more benefits on PC. I'm done, guys. Anyway, whatever. Do what you guys do. And yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I keep getting more and more pissed off every day when it comes to games on console because they're getting more and more. They're getting greedier and greedier and greedier and greedier and getting fucking filled with just pure evil. The whole console gaming industry bullshit, and they're starting to get on my goddamn nerves, and to where I don't want to support them anymore and all that. And you shouldn't either. If you want the best possible benefits and the best possible quality, the best possible stuff, come jump with me to Steam on PC. Until then, yeah, guys, fuck the whole goddamn gaming industry. God bless, guys. Peace.